Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this kind of fun, kind of orangey eye look with a little bit of pop of glitter on the lower lash line. If you'd like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. So I'm just going to start out using a little bit of Snowflake from the Sauce Box Etude palette and using that as my base shadow just from the crease upwards. Again, shadow close to your skin tone. Next I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to take the toffee color, which is just a matte black, and we're going to concentrate that towards the lash line with a little bit kind of going up along the bottom of the lash line, up following like the bottom lash line. I didn't say that very well. So now just kind of, now that you just kind of wiped your brush off, just kind of blend that. It doesn't have to be anything like super precise because this is basically going to get covered. We just don't want this super just like line either. Alright, now taking something like a MAC 42, I'm taking the darker color from the NARS, what is this? Isolde? I don't know how to pronounce that. Eyeshadow duo, and it's just this kind of darker copper color. You can use any type of darker copper that you have. And we're just putting this along the black. We're concentrating it up into like the upper half of the lid, but we are covering the black with it. That just adds a little more dimension to this copper shadow because it's not super interesting by itself. Now we're just going to take a Sigma E40 and I'm taking a little bit of NYX Maybe Later, which is kind of like a pukey yellowish brown color, but don't worry, it'll look great for this. And we're just running that all over here and just really blowing it out. See, it's just like, I don't know, that just isn't a very pretty color, but it looks great on your eyes. So now we're going to start making this a little more interesting. So I'm going to start out with taking a Sigma E45 and I'm just running a little bit of MAC, it's a lie, that's kind of a lot, not just a little bit, of MAC brown script right into the crease. And we're kind of keeping this to kind of like a cat eye kind of look. So I am kind of keeping that in mind and kind of coming to points. And then I'm just going to take a MAC 217 and just blend that out. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Sauce Box Wildflowers. Wildflowers is kind of like a burnt bricky red orangey color. It's matte as well. And I'm going to throw that in like the outer third-ish. Again, just to kind of get that reddy orangey color. I'm really into those for, well, all the time, but I really like them for summer. Remind me of like the long shadows and Death Cab for Cutie and stuff like that. It probably doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. So now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Sauce Box Toffee and I'm going to run that just a little bit in the crease. Just to deepen that up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go over that with Wildflowers because I don't really want it to look black. I just want it to look darker. Alright, so now taking a 217, we're gonna kind of get kind of a little more of a lightness going on. So I'm taking Sauce Box Modern, which is this very kind of bright tangerine-y orange color, and we're just gonna blend that along right where that orange shadow meets your skin tone. Alright, so now once you have that color down, we're gonna take a little bit of Beaming by from Sauce Box from their Etude palette, which is kind of like an off-white yellow matte, and we're just gonna blend that into the Modern. This just gives us a really nice transition on our eyes. And I'm just gonna add a little more of that dark copper shade that we started out with just to my lid, because I feel like it doesn't have quite as much as my other eye. Alright, so now we're gonna go on to the bottom half of the eye. This is gonna be a little more tricky, so I'm just gonna quickly clean up the fallout. Alright, so now we're gonna work on the lower lash line. So take a clean, so not the one that you use for black, or clean that off, pencil brush, and we're running that pukey color from NYX called Maybe Later under the lash line and blend it down a little bit far. You don't have to go super far, especially if you're not cool with that. And then we're just gonna take anything that you have that can kind of like is really sticky. I'm using Pixie Epoxy, which is by Frerne, I think that's how you say it. They're an indie company, and it's just like a really, 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 really sticky base for glitter, but you can use any one that works for you. And then I'm just taking an angled brush. This is just an E85. I think it says 85. I can't tell. It's smudged off. By Sigma. I just sprayed it with a little bit of e.l.f. Mist and Set, and I'm using MAC. It's called Copper Sparkles Pigment, and we're just running that right along the lower lash line. This is just going to make this look real fun. If you aren't into glitter and sparkles and stuff, then you can always just skip this step, or use like a copper shadow so that it's not going to be like as intense. But I thought this was fun. I'm gonna let that kind of chill. Okay, so I don't know, see on this eye you can see there's a little more gold. Sorry, I was looking in the viewfinder. Here, this really irritated it, but I'm gonna do it anyhow because I did it on this one. So now I'm going to take my pencil brush and just slightly blend that, just so I don't have just like a line of copper sparkles because it's wet. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. I still haven't figured out just how to tell what color this is, but it's basically gold, and this is not intended for the eye area. It says it right on the bottle, but I'm going to. And that just got all over my eyelash. So basically I'm just doing a tiny little dot right towards the center, and then just pressing like once. So gives a little extra dimension. There's a little more color there. You can always opt out of that. So I'm just going to throw on some winged liner mascara and lashes, and I will be back. Alright, so I'm gonna do one more step while I'm still zoomed in, because I realized I kind of didn't talk about this, but I'd still consider it an eye step. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Balm's Mary Luminizer. I wanted something that has a little bit more of a goldish sheen to it, because of the colors we're using. And I'm just using that to highlight the inner corner, and I'm bringing it all the way to where that the copper sparkles kind of meets there. I'm going to use a little bit of Mylar by MAC instead. My eyes are slightly hooded. You can't really, oh, I guess it is this one. I don't remember which one's worse. But I don't, because I have the heavy lid, I don't want to put like something that has such a high like shine or frost here. So I usually opt for only satins for my brow bone highlight. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I paired it with a burgundy cheek. I used Saucebox Dramatica as my blush color, which is like, just use a light hand because as you can see, it's like burgundy. And I also paired it with a little bit of Night Moth by MAC in the corners with the Urban Decay Venom. Anyhow, I hope you like this tutorial. If you like these more dramatic, kind of fun, different looks, then let me know in the comments box below. I'm trying to keep a variety of things, but I'd like to know if you guys prefer that more natural look, if you like something that's not quite so natural as much as... See, I have a hard time saying wearable because, like, I will wear this out tonight. But something that's a little more, like, normal makeup, or if you guys like these more dramatic looks, or if you guys want to see tutorials of my costumey looks. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I post more like theatrical or like artsy looks on there occasionally, and I don't know if anyone would be interested in those. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys soon. Now we are just going to take a, now you can use it along your brow bone. I'm going to email, sorry.